Hello, everybody. I'm so excited to be here. Thank you. I appreciate this. Today's topic is empaths. Being an empath. Yes. Do you consider yourself one? Do you know someone? I consider myself one. And, empaths are people with open and inviting auras and deeply compassionate hearts. Um, And so, sometimes that can result in taking on this energetic weight of the world, feeling, the emotional pain of others, being triggered by worry and stress of others, um, experience exhaustion on the regular. And so, my question is, how do you live as an empath or an empowered empath? Why don't we say that? When it feels like the universe and the world is constantly overwhelming you. And so, yeah, that can happen all kinds of ways, working with stress or living with somebody with a lot of stress, anxiety, depression, um, just always being surrounded by discomfort and never really understanding your own energy and what is yours and what is somebody else's. Um, and so, with all that being said, I am also living proof that you too can turn your empathetic empathetic nature into a skill, into a talent. Um, and so, yeah, and there have been times where in the early beginning, thinking I was the victim of other people's energy. And so and us empaths are especially sensitive to unfelt, unprocessed, uncertain emotions and mental mind activity. We are highly intuitive people. We are always receiving intuitive signals from our surroundings and within us. We can read energy easily, highly attuned to it. And so, and for me, before I knew how to take care of it, nurture it, and utilize my empathetic abilities, I did always feel burdened with the weight of the world and owed others my time, mesh boundaries, allowed for negativity because I felt as if I had to. And so I even thought I had to protect myself from the world. And I found out this. This is what matters. And it's our gift. And our gift is our compassionate heart. And we can become even more empowered and confident in our abilities if you learn how to transmute and transform your own energy. It's like the ability to alchemize the heavy energy into high vibrational energy. We can release, hold on to, increase, shift the energy just by our presence. And so that's coming into contact with people, places, things, and we hold the power to receive that energy or transform that energy, like I said. And you too have this ability, and it just takes some practice. And while energy work might seem foreign to you, if you practice it, it'll become second nature. And I believe your gifts, our gifts, are needed more than ever right now. The world needs empaths in a healthy state to allow ourselves to embrace and utilize our talents, because we can sense when other people are troubled. We have this strong desire to nurture, help others, give insight, connect. We have a great bullshit meter. We have the curiosity for the unknown, uncertain. We could talk to strangers. And one of our greatest strengths, I think, is that we easily create trust and we bring healing and we meet people where they're at. And we can see the world in other people's shoes without personalizing it in a way. You know what I mean? And just a reminder, we do have a choice to receive that energy or allow it to affect us. And so, you know, I want to share some things on what has helped me. And that is nature. And also empaths love nature. We feel at ease there. I feel at ease there. Being around nature and water cleanses negativity and heals. The earth exudes healing. And so we often need to set time aside to be alone. Sometimes we can, like I said, become overwhelmed and become literally like a sponge to other people's energy. And so, like, while it's a great talent that we have to be a sounding board for other people's struggles and whatever's going on with them, it's important to not allow them to dump their problems onto you and for you not to take a hold of that. And so, like, you may even absorb their feelings without even trying. And so spending time alone to balance and recharge will help remind you that you are, in fact, in charge of your energy, your power, and reclaiming that power and that energy. Developing strong boundaries to allow people to know what is okay and what is not okay with us, and to also tell ourselves that as well. If someone's draining you, walk away, right? You don't owe them anything. And to, like, a big one, to own your own energy. You can share compassion with the world while staying accountable in the process of your own energy. To stay in an uplifted and peaceful state. Using grounding techniques like putting your hands over your heart and breathing. Just take it a couple breaths. You know what I'm saying? Taking accountability, like I said, which is scary at first, right? However, it's so rewarding because you are no longer handing your power over to external factors and like random chance. And that's empowering. And surrender to your breath. Breathe out I breathe out this, visualize this gray fog, and breathe in white. And so, and with transmuting energy, like if you're walking into rooms, people's draining your energy, you can just feel it. And crystals, objects, you know what I mean? Environments, people. I live by affirmations. I will make it a point to say it in the morning, like I intend to embrace my high vibrational energy and lead with my heart in all situations. I intend to bring joy, peace, and love and healing to the world and to myself. You can Google some affirmations. I'm sure some will pop into your head. visualization is huge for me. I visualize in the morning and throughout the day. I visualize like a big gold bubble or shield around me. And then I too become gold, like my energetic body per se. And I ask for protection around my energy levels and for my day, and love from the universe, and I also use numbers and symbols, which I love it. I'll stare at them for a couple of minutes, and I can literally feel my energy level change, and I absorb like these new vibrations and look up numbers and what their meaning is associated with it, because those too hold vibrations. And visualizing those numbers all around me, like I can become those numbers too. I do like 333, 888, 111, whatever. Look it up. It's fun. Like the traditional way hasn't really worked for me. And so I've created these fun, unique ways that have helped me so much. And I have like this never-ending empathy and compassion for others and for myself. And don't get me wrong, I'm a human and that doesn't always happen. However, I now know how to like nurture myself. I drink a lot of water. I set intentions. Another great thing is cord cutting. So what that means is the process of severing negative energies, negative connections that keep you energetically tied to another person, to another place, to an attachment to an outcome, material, non-physical. And so what I do is I visualize my energetic body. Sometimes it's purple, sometimes it's white, sometimes it's gold. I know white symbolizes cleansing and gold symbolizes protection. So those two. And so sometimes it can appear as strings, ropes, like thick ropes, one giant cord, if you know what's attaching to you. And I visualize a pair of scissors, and or a knife, just cutting through them. Like I spin really quick and cut them. And you can use any cutting tool you feel fit. And when I'm done, I say this affirmation. I release what no longer is serving my highest good. Or I can say, I release what is not mine. And I'm grateful for the lesson this connection has brought me. You go your way with love, I go my way with love. And yeah. So there's just some few things that I do that help me keep balanced and empowered. And, understanding what is ours and what is someone else's or someplace else's. And the active management of energy is really important for an empath. And it has to be intentional. And once you get in that pattern, if you want to stop falling to a victim of the world's energy or other people's energy, this is what we got to do. Becoming an enlightened empath even. And that means knowing that our sensitivity is a gift and managing it. To see that our empathetic nature is our power rather than feeling like we're powerless over it. You know what I mean? And also an enlightened empath knows when to read emotions and feelings and energy around them, and also know when to choose to receive it, push it away, transform it, transmute it. And that is the real power. And so these are some techniques I use. I do them on a daily basis. Like, experiment with them. I am so happy, grateful for this day and sharing this with you. I think there's so much to be said about empathy, and so maybe I'll make this a series. And have a wonderful day and night.